what's good, everyone? This is Vital. This is my apartment. I live in Brooklyn. Today is September 11, 2011, the 10th anniversary of what happened on September 11, 2001. I just wanted to talk about what happened that day and where I was. Didn't graduate high school yet. I was actually waiting to enroll in city-ass high school in Manhattan, but I didn't go that day. I went the day before that to register, so I wasn't going into Manhattan that day. I was sleeping. I was living with my parents at the time, and my mom called me and she told me to look outside the window. I looked outside the window and I saw smoke coming from Manhattan. I was living still in Brooklyn. Actually, I was living in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. And I said, what happened? And she told me that their plane went into one of the Twin Towers. So I turned on the television real quick and I hung up with her and I called my Aunt Dorothy. My Aunt Dorothy, she had just recently got laid off. She was working in Tower 1. Not the World Trade Center, but she was working in the World Trade Center, but not in one of the towers, one of the other towers that had fell. Because not only did the two towers fall, but towers around the building also fell. I called her up and I told her what happened, and she was watching the news with me while we were on the phone. And all of a sudden, one of the towers fell. And she started screaming and hung up the phone. And she called me back and said, I'm coming to get you. She just came to get me, and we went to my mom's school, which is on 30th Street in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. And there were people all over. Like, there were people holding, cops were holding machine guns, and people were walking with black on their faces. They didn't know they were in Brooklyn. They thought they were in Queens because they had to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge because there was no trains running. I remember us walking, and every time we heard a plane cross, everyone would duck and get scared, and then everyone would look at each other and be like, oh, that is our plane. And I get really choked up when I think about September 11th, because I remember going to Park Slope to meet my uncle, and my godmother came into the house and we hugged her because she told us that she ran for her life. And the cop saved her and her friend. They pushed her into a storefront while all the debris was coming. And they were hiding. And when they came outside, all they saw was shoes all over the floor. And she saw a lot of horrible things that day. And I just thank God that she came home safe. I also think of my godfather, which he's a firefighter, and thank God that day they were going on a golf outing. And also in the summertime, he was working at the place where a lot of firefighters were lost. He was transferred to the Bronx, but he went down and he saw things that nobody should see, and he saved a lot of people. So I wanted to give a shout out to my godfather, Philip McKenna, for cleaning up what they did to us and being a hero in my eyes. So that's my recount of September 11th. And the days following after, I remember people just coming together. Like, everyone was nice to their fellow man. Everyone would smile at each other, hug each other. We'd be on the train and passing Cortlandt Street where we couldn't stop because, you know, it was basically ground zero. And the conductor talking over the loud system and telling us, you know, be safe and God is with us, to hold together. And for a while, you know, people in New York City were very, very kind to each other. And, you know, they thought that they were going to rip us apart, but they really brought us together. So that's all I have to say about September 11th. And I'm wearing red to remember that day. I'm about to go running, jogging, get some steam off, and that's it. So this is my first video log. I want to make sure that video logs all the time about